project managers are going to be the ones who enter the tasks in the project management software, like currently we use Zoho. So the task owner isn't going to enter those tasks in the project management tool, but is going to be extremely involved in the definition of those tasks, because he needs to fully understand what needs to happen and needs to be fully involved. He needs to want the best outcome, and if he doesn't define it, then it's going to be harder. So this is for the understanding part.
Can I just add to this one real quickly?
Yeah, we have a question and answers
Okay,
at
fine.
the end. So
Cool. Yeah,
but
no,
if
go
you
ahead.
want to add something, go ahead.
Okay, it's more in terms of discussing the business requirements or understanding overall, is that if you go to a website and you know that that website has a messaging system, as an outsider, you know they have a messaging system. I can program a messaging system, and that's fine. But you don't know why the messaging system is structured as it is. If you're the outsider, you know. This is where we, inside CreateTown, we need to know our own system better than everyone else in terms of how it's programmed, but also why it's programmed and designed in that way. Yeah, because our messaging system is going to be different from LinkedIn's or Facebook's, and there are reasons why it's going to be there. And hopefully, as you get to own these tasks and work with them, you get to understand why the business side requires a certain structure. And by understanding it that way means that you can come up with much better solutions than just being told you need to make a messaging system. Okay, sorry.
Yep. The next part is the planning part. So this is the part where the task owner will get down with his team members and just create an estimate, because the estimate should be up to the team and not up to the project managers. This, of course, may lead to totally unrealistic estimates. So, of course, deadlines and estimates are going to be discussed afterwards with the project managers and are going to be modified if needed, of course. Because if you set a deadline and you create estimates that are reasonable but seem high, then there's a definite reason and everybody needs to understand that. So there are no like stuff that's you know, the programmers are so dumb they can't do this, it's a simple job. No, it's not a simple job. If the programmer doesn't think that it's a simple job, that's because there are reasons. And these reasons need to be clear with everybody involved in the process. And after estimates and deadlines are created, which of course are not going to be hard, they're needed in order to plan better. So this is why project managers are involved here. And after that, as a part of the planning phase, we have the assigning responsibilities. Because if everyone is responsible for a single thing or for everything, then nobody is responsible for nothing. Then this is why. This is basically, in practical terms, this is assigning tasks. So you get the big task, you divide it into smaller tasks, and then you assign tasks. You do this, this, and this, you do this, this, and this. This is basically what the planning is going to be like. Then we have, you know, the thing we're best at, the execution, and you know, image courtesy of Adrian. So I didn't put anything here because we pretty much know what to do, but the main part here is that if you have any problems, you shouldn't hesitate to contact whomever you need and just say, I need help. And whoever you need help from should be responsible for, you know, getting time off of their day and assigning it for you. What we have next is testing, and what we're going to try to implement, or just suggesting as an idea, is totally new and revolutionary again. This is the product that you're going to have the testing of your life, because you are not going to test your own work. You're going to test your colleagues' work. You know, peer-to-peer code reviews and writing unit tests for the code that your colleague has written is going to work, you know, in two main directions. First is going to give us better quality, you're going to know what every part of the code is, because functionalities that you haven't written and then you need to use, it's hard to understand if you haven't gone through that. So this is what peer-to-peer code review and unit testing for the colleagues will do. And the other thing is that when we have newcomers in the teams, this will integrate them much more faster, because you will not only work on your tasks, but you will need to immediately communicate with your team members and communicate, you know, work-wise, not personal, for personal matters. And yeah, testing here is not only for functionality, it's also for following code conventions, if there are any, because currently there are none as far as I know, but as soon as the launch comes, I'm sure that we will just get together, or team by team, and just create some code conventions. Because again, for the newcomers, and I'm mentioning newcomers all the time, but you know, I'm almost sure that we'll get the investment, our team will grow, and this room will not be able to, you know, handle all of us. Huh?
We'll buy an island.
Yeah, then we'll buy an island, then we'll get a second
I like enthusiasm.
iteration.
Sure.
We can do like Volkswagen.
After the test, of course, it's basically the same as coding. You need to fix your bugs, or you know, tell somebody to fix their bugs. So it's nothing new here. Fixing bugs, we've all done it. After that, we have a integral part of the process is the integration test, because when basically this means running all the unit tests for you guys and for us, just going through all the connected pages to what we do, or you know, run unit tests on our side for the services that are connected to what we do. So integration test will basically help a lot. Will help Vessi a lot, because she also needs to do this, and if we do this, then her work will just increase. You know, we just rise the level of the quality of the final product. This is why integration test is involved in the process. And finally, we have the documentation, picture again courtesy of Adrian. Yeah, so the main part here, we've all documented. What we need to do is just follow the documentation conventions. Not write what we think is correct, but write what has to be written. So again, newcomers will be able to orient more quickly, and it's not a mess. So these are the 7 steps to quality. What? And heaven, yeah. So this is the question and answers, and this is a team discussion. So if you have any questions, if you think
I
that
thought
all
this
is
is a
shit,
quality assurance,
go
but
ahead. I'm sorry?
quality assurance,
So, first
question
question.
and answer.
Well, it's not a question as much as, I assume this is gonna increase everyone's workload, or change it at least, and I think that's needed in terms of not the increase in workload, but I think the underlying, you know, idea behind this is that everyone gets a better understanding of our system and what we're doing. And if we have to spend more time on that and push resources elsewhere, I think that's important, so everyone really gets to, you know, not just sit and look at a small bit of the picture, but you get to be, you know, part of the wider project. So I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, just to mention, this is not something that's going to start, you know, on Monday. It's, again, it's a team effort. We're going to try and, you know, first we're going to discuss it. We might alter it. This is you know, utopian form, but it might not stay this way. And I think that if we do it, you know, step by step, and just add one of these steps at a time, it will be much more easier on everybody. And yes, it will most probably change the way you work, but I think that this will just give us a better quality product. So yeah, what do you guys think?
Well, I think that it's a great idea because it is a way of making people look from the other side, how the whole system will work. Me personally, sometimes I really need something like this because I'm standing and looking at something, and can't see the whole picture, and I can just see the details. And sometimes it is very confusing. I think that this will increase the